Good rise. How is everybody? Yes, today's lesson is going to be on frickin' manners because manners is a form of intelligence that a lot of us are losing quickly. So the intro is, good morning, good rise, salam, shalom, hotep. This is Fundi Fee. You're at another U University Mind Hacks. How y'all doing? Let's see, who's on the roster this morning? Latoya is in. Miss Murphy. How is everybody? Y'all been enjoying the post from this morning? I have been really paying attention to that post this morning. Some of y'all ain't got the sense of 3 peanuts put together. Honestly, I said it. And I said it at the top of this fucker. Some of y'all ain't got the sense of 3 peanuts put together. No, we don't really get started until 7 hits. We're at 4. We got 3 more to go. Oh, for you guys that don't know, remember, U University is on Facebook now. Please join. That way you don't have to go through my whole timeline to find all of these U University Mind Hack lessons. We're also downloading everything to YouTube. My girl, she has been working to get the stuff on YouTube. I really have to ask her how she's doing it. So one day I have to take that over, or maybe not. I don't know. See how that works. Oh, okay. We're at 5. Salam, Miss Jasmine. How you doing? Who is already a member of U University. But you guys, yeah, don't forget, I'm over on Twitter. I'm on Twitter under the same name. I'm on Pinterest under the same name. I am on Instagram under the same name. And I am on Facebook under the same name. So if you want to find me, it is just a combination of that name with or without a space. So that's the way to work that. We're at 6. One more, we can get started. But yeah, y'all. We got to do better. 7. Pow! Ready to go. Manners. Manners is a form of intelligence that we are losing like our pinkies. Manners is what keeps you grateful and grounded. As I'm going through learning what I'm learning and relearning the things that I am learning, manners bypasses a lot of things that we'd have to do individually. For instance, like yesterday, when I was talking about being grateful to your food, manners shortcuts that. I mean, I was in my kitchen, I'm chopping some stuff up, and I'm like, ooh, excuse me, lettuce. Oh, thank you, tomatoes. Ooh, onions. Hey, how y'all doing? And I thought about it. This is me being grateful to the food. Using my manners is me being grateful to this food. So I don't have to say no big old prayers over it for it not to react like it's in distress. Manners. Manners is a form of intelligence. Manners is also a form of ritual, which is why it is associated with intelligence. What's so wrong about greeting life? What is so wrong about acknowledging things that are living? The planet don't get it, and I don't get it. We walk around and we wonder why things are not working to our advantage. And then I have to ask you, what is your ritual in interacting with the planet itself? Are you grateful to the planet? Do you walk outside and thank the sun for being there? Because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be here. Do you thank the air for cleaning itself over the night so it can cleanse you? What about the water? Do you thank the water for being what it is? When you're pulling plants up, killing them, do you thank them for their life and what is about to happen to them to help you? But you want the world. We want the world to bow down and acknowledge us, but we're not willing to acknowledge the world. You have lost your fucking mind. The planet is going to correspond with you the way that you correspond with it. If you are not grateful, if you are not thankful, if you are not using ritual to deal with her, she will not deal with you. We wonder where we're going wrong right here. It says that you should teach a child so he will not stray from it. But here we have active grown fucking people going, oh, I was taught that as a child, but as an adult, I let it go. Then I wonder what the fuck your life is like. See, I live in a house full of martial artists. Walking in our front door and not acknowledging yourself can get you hurt. Manners in our house keeps you safe. Manners is a form of respect. Manners is a form of discipline. Manners is a form of ritual. I am very mannerful with my children. Yes, sir. No, sir. I've been doing that since they were children, babies. I had people reprimand me because I was calling my 3-year-old sir. Well, if I don't call my 3-year-old sir, what the fuck make you think he's gonna learn to call me ma'am? We show by example. Children don't give a fuck what comes out of your mouth. They learn by what you do. Monkey see, monkey do, monkey look just like you. You can't, if you're not teaching manners, you can't expect to get manners. And then I walk into grown folk who act like they can't speak. And then you want something from me? You can't get shit from me if you can't acknowledge my fucking presence on the goddamn planet. It's not about you. This is about acknowledging life. And the minute you stop acknowledging life is the minute you too are part of white fucking supremacy. I said it. I said it. You have learned the ways of the white man very fucking well. How mighty white of you. I don't speak because people are fake. Fuck people being fake. Their life is real. How about that one? Fuck, a duck is real. But then I wonder, if you can't acknowledge life itself, what the fuck make me think you can give homage to the planet? Because people are walking around breathing, homeboy. People are fake. Man, you fake. We walk around people don't acknowledge our humanity, but then we walk around not acknowledging humanity. You reap what you sow. You don't get shit out of the universe that you don't put into it. Nothing. No more, no less. You get what you put in. Period. The universe is very equilateral in that idea. It will only give you what you put in. But we want to be gods. You gonna rule just like the white man does, you simple motherfucker. You gonna rule without acknowledging all life. I personally don't want to live. I don't want to live like that. So, quite frankly, since I don't want to live like that, I'd rather have this world than that one. I'm tired of living in a world where life itself is not acknowledged. If it's breathing, it deserves acknowledgement. Did y'all not watch The fucking Color Purple? Even Suge says the color purple wants to be acknowledged. All of God's creation wants to be acknowledged. Even you. We don't spend all of our fucking lives trying to get approval from people because that's not something we want. I spent decades trying to get my mama's approval. Trying to be seen by my mother. And all I wanted to do was be acknowledged. Everything else on the planet is the same way. Life just wants to be acknowledged. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Peace and blessings. Shit, freedom, dude. Because all I wanted to do was be seen. All life is the same way. You think flowers color themselves because they don't want to be seen? No, they color themselves so they can be seen, so they can be found, so they can be acknowledged. We got to do better. Actively do better. We holler we know better, but my question is, do you do better? Because knowing a thing and doing a thing are two fucking different things all the fuck together. All together. I can know that exercise will help me live longer, but if I don't get up off my ass and move it for 15, 20, 30, half an hour, 2 hours, what the fuck does the knowledge mean? I ain't doing shit with it. And y'all can talk about, ooh, I am elevated. No, the fuck you are not. If you are elevated, you went from the first floor to half of the second. You still not on the second floor yet. Sorry. And you know what tells us that? Manners. Manners really tell us how far you have evolved. And some people have I have a very strict code of manners, but that's because my manners come out of military, Deep South, and Asia. So I have a lot of protocols that I have to go through in my day. But you know what I've noticed? Going through all of those protocols actually makes me acknowledge life on all levels. All levels. People think I have this respect that equates action. You know, I was telling somebody in the feed, you know, if I come into your house, I'm not going any further than that front door until I'm acknowledged to go further. I am not going to sit down until I am told to have a seat. If drinks are put out, I am not drinking until the head of the household drinks first. I am not going to eat until the head of the household takes the first bite. I am not going to sit down in any chair until all of the elders have sat before me, even if I'm the honored guest in the house, because that has happened before. I'm not sitting until all the damn elders have been seated. And I am going to acknowledge and greet every child in that house individually. I am going to put my eyes on them. I'm going to hug them and love them in all kinds. If you got I had a sister that had 6 different kids. And when I walked in the house, I greeted 6 different ways. Each and every one of them individually, because they are individual lives that need different things from different people, and I am willing to take that time out in my life to give that life the love and attention that it needs at that point in time. Because I'm human. Because that's love. Because every life on this planet wants to be acknowledged. And manners is the easiest, quickest, most efficient way to acknowledge life throughout the day. Yes, I walk around touching trees. I do. I walk around touching flowers. I will stop to smell a flower in a heartbeat. I will stop to watch a bird take flight and thank him for letting me watch him. I will watch water flow. That's one of the things I loved to do when I was a kid. There was a river that went behind our house. I would walk down to the river and just sit there. And just imagine what was down the river, what was under the water. Just allowing nature to be itself and acknowledge it. Manners. You walk through a damn portal, there are things to do. Ooh, and when I say portal, damn, it came out. When I say portal, I mean any door. I've hung out of windows and spoke. You know, some people say, if I didn't sleep with you, you need to acknowledge me. Even the people I sleep with, as soon as I open my eyes and I got a lover in my bed, I'm acknowledging them. Because when I closed my eyes, I went into myself. When I opened my eyes, a portal opened. So I must speak again. And let's not get it twisted. Because of my Islamic background, there are other manners that I go through. For instance, when I come through my front door, I'm speaking to every entity in my house. Even if there are not people in my house, there are angels in my house that should be acknowledged. And yes, I greet them too. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Because my angels should be acknowledged. The one on my right shoulder, the one on my left shoulder, and the one protecting my home. Again, all life wants to be acknowledged. Especially that one writing in my book. I need to acknowledge that motherfucker all the time. That book will get you. That book will get you. But manners, y'all. Manners. The best people have the best manners. You want to be around people with manners. It makes sense. There's a code when you are dealing with people who have manners. And it's not a hard code to figure out either. It's rather an ancient code. But if you're not what I call a lifer, you're not looking for life, you're not acknowledging life, then I can understand why your manners is slacking. I got it. You don't like your damn self, so I can understand why you don't want to interact with the rest of the world. Life sucks, so I can imagine why you'd suck off the rest of life. I got you. No problems with that. But again, black folk, you talking about we're elevating, we're gods, we're this, we're that. No, you're not. The God has manners. The God has the best manners. And the God does not exclude anyone. The God does not exclude any life. Everybody has a story to tell. Nobody's story is little or insignificant. If you are still fearful of white folk, you ain't got it yet. You're not there yet. You're still on the ground floor of this so-called movement because you can't even see past that yet. And that's one of the first goddamn obstacles to see past. I don't deal with white people. How the fuck do you think the Underground Railroad was so successful? You think black folk got Assata Shakur to Cuba? Miss me. Really miss me. What you're missing is that you're missing friends and allies in all worlds. You should have friends and allies in all worlds. Let me say that again. You should have friends and allies in all worlds. Y'all keep forgetting that white folk are used in this system too. They're gatekeepers that are used in this system, like your gatekeepers that are used in the system. The system is using everybody, not just you. And in learning that, you learn that there's certain hacks that you can use to bring certain people closer to you, so you have friends and allies in every world. Around the world. So you have an out when you need one. Obama didn't get elected by the black vote only. Sometimes you need friends in alternate worlds. You might not agree with the world they're in, but they are still allies that can be used in times of trouble, in times of financial need, in times of spiritual upliftment, because you never know where your blessing is going to come. And oh yeah, manners can keep people from killing themselves. You never know the kind of day somebody done had. And a simple, hey man, life is good. that can change somebody's whole world. There have been people walking down the street, black folk, contemplating fucking suicide, man. And a kind word and a smile can stop all that shit. Why? Because they just want to be seen by somebody. And acknowledging life can keep it here. But we so caught up in ourselves. We're so caught up in ourselves that we don't even see the pain of our own brothers and sisters walking past us. We can't even acknowledge that everybody on this motherfucking planet is family. Let me try to say that again, because I don't think some Pan-Africans get this shit. You can't denounce white people. Not on the premise that everything came from Africa, man. That's your child. And if you don't want to call him your child, that's your younger brother. Made last. Evolutioned himself up. But still, he lives. We're not going to change this planet by ourselves. We need everybody's help. This is not about being black. This is not about being white. It's not about being red. It's not about being yellow. This is not about being male. This is not about being female. This is not about being an adult. This is not about being a child. This is about being life. That is the fucking common denominator. Life. Red, yellow, brown, woman, girl, whatever. Man, whatever. Hermaphrodite, whatever. Transsexual, whatever. Gay, lesbian, bisexual, fluid. Fuck fire sex. I don't give a fuck. All life wants to be acknowledged. It wants to be celebrated. Even yours. Isn't that what you spend all this time doing? For acknowledgement? For somebody to say good job? For somebody to say I see you? For somebody to say I learned from you? For somebody to say I love you? I love you is the deepest statement that could be made on this planet. And we have turned it into such a cliche. Sometimes I even have to tell people, I love you, and no cliche. I love you. There are not a lot of people on this planet that can tell you and show you they love you. A lot of people can say it, but what they do isn't love. It's not even done in love. Most of the time, it's done in their need. Most people only do shit for you because it benefits them. You want to know who loves you? The people that love you are the people that go out on the limb for you. It's the people that give up shit for you. It's the people that give up things that can never be returned, like time. You got somebody that'll go in with you and their time is the one thing you can never replace. I can replace money all day long. I can replace things in my life all day long. I can replace cars. I can replace pillows. I can replace clothes. I can replace rings. I can replace all that shit. What I cannot replace, ever, is my time. And I sit on the phone with some of y'all for hours listening to your story. I can't get that time back. I can never get that time back. That time is done. I can't even turn around and say, hey, I need to go take care of my kid. I don't say that. Ain't nobody that's ever talked to me heard me say that. Never. You know why? Because my kid is cool. My kid is tucked. He's great. My problem right now is you. And I want your problem solved before I let you go. But I can never get that time back. And I don't do what a lot of people do, like, hey, you want to talk to me? Hit my PayPal. To talk to me is $25 an hour. I don't do that. Even when y'all ask me for books, the first book I throw at you, the first 3 books I throw at you ain't mine. And I can easily go, oh, well, you have to buy my 3 books. I don't do that. Y'all know I don't do it. Because I start you with a series of books first that ain't got shit to do with me. Nothing. I'm not in this for profit. If I was in this for profit, I'd be throwing seminars instead of throwing free classes. I would be doing this on Facebook Live for free if I was in this shit for money. If I was in this shit for money, when y'all called and be like, yo, how about you hit my PayPal account and then I'll call you back. I don't do that. As a matter of fact, people that are in Houston come and sit at my house to talk to me for hours. Alaikum salam. Somebody just came in. But I don't trip. And I stay until the problem is solved. And then people call me back. Now, there's some people that send me gifts. Oh my God. Somebody actually paid attention to something I said on Facebook and sent me this delicious soap. Oh my God. Soap. It's like bathing in lemonade. I love it. And I thank her. I thank her immensely. Seeing stuff like that makes me happy. Stuff like that makes me happy. I'm not asking for it. I didn't ask for that. I'm not about to ask for it. Because the things in the universe that are supposed to be mine will be mine and can't nothing keep me from it. Period. So, what is this all about? Carry your ass out in the goddamn world with some manners. Acknowledge life and it will hit you like a ton of bricks how many allies you will have in the world. There were people at my job that I thought hated me that secretly liked me. Because I was me. Mannerful and all. But they knew this. If it came out of my mouth, it was real. If I said it, it would get done. If nothing else, my enemies even spoke well of me. That's when you know you doing some shit. when your enemies speak well of you. And that's what I want y'all to do. I need you to go out in the world and even have the devil acknowledge how well you are. Who is this? This is Fundi Fee. This is U University Mind Hacks. You guys remember, go on over to U University right here on Facebook and add yourself. If not, just hit me in IMs and I'll add you. So that way you don't have to go through these mind hacks by just going through my thing. They're all in one place. Also, over on Twitter, I'm over on Instagram, I'm over on YouTube. So you guys, all the same name is just different derivatives. That's right. I got my ear to the street, my ear to the street, my ear to the street. I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Manners. Manners is a form of intelligence. So be as intelligent as you possibly can. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. Uhuru. Freedom.